Okay. Before we got on stage, everybody get together. We're gonna make our penises kiss.
All the rich people get together.
And you're kiss.
Take a shot of morphine.
Bring it in before the show.
And he wouldn't. Yeah, Prince could make. He was. I loved Prince.
Were you
Prince
big
was awesome.
Prince fan?
Big Prince fan.
Yeah.
He could make penises kiss in like a not a gay way. You wouldn't even be like. You'd be like, that was so straight. That was the straightest penis kissing I've ever seen. So last week on the Jubal Show, we tried to do a podcast without talking about the coronavirus. Still, that's all anybody's fucking talking about. So instead, we're going to talk about the coronavirus for a little bit. And then we're going to just play Cards Against Humanity because this is bullshit. Like, we need something to take our mind off it. What's up? It's the Jubal Show podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Jubal Fresh. With me today, as always, it's my hot-ass wife, Alex Fresh.
What's up?
Manny Martin is here. And John Slayton is here. Check out the Jubal Show every single Wednesday. iTunes, YouTube, rate, review, comment, subscribe. Don't forget about the Fresh Till Death podcast, which is only on YouTube. That comes out on Tuesdays. That's where Alex and I get high and do stuff. And then the Fresh Till Death podcast every single Monday. iTunes, YouTube, rate, review, comment, and subscribe to it. Goddammit. But yeah, there's literally nothing going on right now but coronavirus talk.
Because people are staying inside.
Yeah.
People are staying inside. Like, people aren't going out. All the hand sanitizer is gone from all the stores. You can't get any Clorox wipes.
Everywhere. I was in Staples. And they didn't have shit on the
Yeah,
shelves.
I'm like,
why the fuck
you can't
were
get
you in a
rubbing
Staples?
alcohol.
Well, yeah. We
Not Staples anymore. That's weird.
our printer was down, so we needed to like print for like 50 cents, whatever.
Oh, no.
Printing, so,
I actually found wipes yesterday at a store.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even going to tell you guys. It's my own secret. But I felt like I overpaid. I like buying them at Costco, but I haven't attempted because...
Oh, yeah, it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all,
It's out.
everything's sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
You
I'm like,
can't
okay,
find
I don't get the
anything
toilet
right
paper thing. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you can't find anything else to wipe your ass if you run out of toilet paper. If you can't go out of your house, like that's
Right.
what you go to the store to buy is TP.
But I think all men are like, I mean, we kind of become MacGyver if it comes to like wiping our ass. Like, I could take a shower and just bidet
Yeah.
my ass. You know what
now. Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
And then, like,
You're
I'll be
fine.
good.
You can figure out
Yeah.
something.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
when you realize the TP is just not good
Yeah,
enough.
when you got that cake frosting.
I asked you, I'm like, how do blind people know when they have to stop wiping? He's like,
That's a
smell it. I'm
smell,
like,
right?
I'm like, well, but I mean, like, because some people's asses like smell really bad. You know? Like you can still wipe and it'll
I just
still
gotta say,
smell.
you just blew my mind. I never thought about that. Like, yeah,
Wow.
how do you know? Like, if you're,
She asked the question, and I was like, that's a good question. I've
Instantly-
never thought about that
though,
before.
he was like, smell it. I'm like, ew.
Yeah, I didn't skip a beat. I was like, well, of course, it makes sense that they'd have to smell it.
But I'm like, no, a lot of like men's asses especially smell
yeah.
it, you know.
But
like,
you would know, like,
smell.
you'd know if you were wiping it
yeah,
and you were blind, you'd know the smell of, like,
Yeah.
because if a freshly wipe, a
Right.
fresh wipe
yeah,
would be very strong, I would think.
right.
And then the smell would get a little more distant with each wipe. So it'd be like, oh,
Right.
there's butthole off in the distance somewhere.
What I would
And
do,
then you know, like, it's pretty clean.
I would use baby wipes, you
That's
know,
smart.
and then
Yeah.
fold that shit, wipe, and then
Yeah.
fold that shit, and then wipe, and then use toilet paper just to like double sure.
All right,
That's
well,
actually pretty smart.
I've gone through baby wipe phases when,
Yeah.
you know, it's just nice to have them around. You know,
I
just
always
to-
wipe my ass with a baby wipe.
I'll
Like
do
You know
every
that
time I
shit is
poop.
really bad for the environment, I guess.
Baby
like,
wipes?
I didn't know this. It like
Yeah.
because it doesn't disintegrate.
You can get flushable wipes.
okay,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
but even flushable wipes are iffy.
Right.
But I don't care. I'm wiping my ass with a wipe every time. I don't care.
My shit is clean, son.
I'm not like a super like environmentalist.
You know,
Sorry.
you know what's crazy is like, I feel like I am 36 years old, and I still feel like there's times where I'm like, man, I don't know if I wipe my ass completely.
I can't do that.
It's,
I have to
it's
make sure.
terrible. One of
have
the
a
best things
system,
about
though.
when Alex and I first started dating,
Yeah.
she always had baby wipes, and I have never really.
Yeah, same
But
here.
if they're around,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely, they're amazing.
It's a fresh
And I was
feeling.
like, whoa, she's got baby wipes, yes. And then I would use them every time. It's great, you know?
They're always in the back of the toilet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
so handy.
You got a method apparently.
Oh, well, I shit twice a day.
Okay.
And I shower twice a day, so I time it. So
Yeah.
in the morning, I take a shit, and then And then I shower. Now I do wipe. I do wipe, but then I get that extra freshness.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's nice to do
yeah,
it
and then same in the evening. It depends.
You're
but,
not regular, huh?
Wow, not me,
well,
man. It's like
I'm not regular enough.
Once a day, maybe.
Oh wow, damn.
Yeah.
See, but I feel
I
like
don't eat
that's
a lot.
regular too.
I don't eat a lot though.
That's regular.
Yeah, I feel like me and Jubal, like our bowels are just all
Mine,
over
they're
the place.
they're a wild card.
Yeah.
One day they don't want to work at all. One day they don't want to do anything, and then one day it's like, hey, every 5 minutes you're gonna be in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The other day though was hilarious because I used the downstairs bathroom in our house.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to destroy Alex's throne.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I've made this. I talked about it on another one of our podcasts, but a while back.
Yeah.
Because I'm very shy about going to the bathroom. I don't know why. I always have been. Like I don't like people knowing when I'm pooping. And I'm a shy pooper.
Yeah.
So, but one time I was like, I'm gonna just go into the upstairs bathroom instead of trying to sneak off.
Yeah.
And somewhere, you know. And then she walks by and she's like, ugh. I just gagged. And the door was closed and everything. And I'm like, all right, now I can't go up here anymore.
My dad used to have those kind of shits where we'd be like, could you let us all know? And then he would be like, he literally would be mad. He's like, you know what? Forget y'all. And I was like, oh. But
so now I go downstairs.
Yeah.
But the other day, I was downstairs going to the bathroom and I hear Alex go, hey, can you get the mail person is here. The mailman's here. And I need to let them know that they can leave the package in there. Can you get it? And I'm like, yeah.
So I just naked, or else I would have.
She had just gotten out of the shower, and I was going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
She didn't know that I was like going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I literally just pulled up my pants and ran out there,
I've been
shirt
there.
off, just in basketball shorts. Hadn't wiped. I didn't wipe.
Why would you not like wipe real quick to get?
I wanted to make sure
You didn't want to miss
So
the
the
package.
loose pull up, just pull up, just enough to
just
cover
pulled it
things.
up enough, and I'm just like,
Disgusting.
I'm walking out there all weird, just like
Waddling.
And your dick is probably like, because you don't have underwear on public.
Oh man.
It was an awkward walk out there.
Yeah, I mean, shitting is such a unique experience. Like, there have been times where, and I don't know why we're getting into this, but like,
Yeah, we're supposed to talk about the
we
coronavirus.
were. Yeah. Last thing I'll say about it is like,
Well, it all
there's-
started because of the coronavirus.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But there are some of those shits where it's just like, man, I am not feeling good, and you just got to get naked on the toilet. You know what I mean?
I usually always get naked. I usually always get naked. Even in public restrooms
My
sometimes.
brother from another mother.
What?
Yeah. It's just more comfortable.
That's like a little toddler that just strips all their clothes off to go to the bathroom.
Like pulls their pants out of the urinal.
Something new that I've been doing when I poop is I let Jubal know right after I go because he takes so long in the bathroom every time that like I'll get up.
Well, it takes
and
a
I'll
long time to dress and undress.
I'll literally like go in there and 30 seconds later. Like I'm
It's
done.
amazing.
And like I'll come out like I just pooped because I was just with him. And he's
Right.
like, what, like
It literally takes less than a minute.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
And
I
she's
feel
done
like
with everything, and I don't know
it just
how.
like when I need to poop, I just go in there and it comes right out.
that's the same with me and like Crystal. It's like hers are like, I'm like, do you ever poop? And then it's
Yeah.
like, I'm in there, but I'll like try to. I'm a shy pooper too, so I used to have this method where I would turn on the shower to like distract. And,
I do that sometimes.
yeah.
You know
Whereas
what?
I don't
I
want
think-
people hearing the gas.
yeah,
Women, it's easier for women to poop because they're like always sitting down anyway. So it's like
right.
you
That's
know,
a good call.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. And, they're
And I
just
think
used to that.
you guys probably eat better and have better bowels than us because it's like
I don't know.
dairy fucks us up.
powered by
and
pizza, though.
peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
Well, no, Alex eats so much pizza and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like for real. We
Not
have pizza.
so much. Like I'll have a piece if we
Well,
have some pizza.
We have pizza at our house
A lot.
a couple times a week.
Okay.
it's the best though.
And it is great.
Yeah.
I eat a couple pieces and my stomach is wrecked. I've been on this kick of eating the wings from Domino's,
Yeah.
and I've had to wait every time I do it. I have to wake up in the middle of the
In
night
the
and go
middle
to
of
the
the
bathroom.
night.
It's horrible. Waking
And
up
shit.
and waking up and having to take
Yeah.
a poop is
Dude,
terrible.
It's awful, especially if some of the peppers haven't digested correctly and it just comes out the other side.
It's not good.
I don't know. Did I tell you it on here or maybe I told you guys in private? Remember when I told you I had to use the milk and the ice cubes?
Yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I lived with the Indian family?
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Milk and ice creams on your asshole.
Yeah, it was that
On
like
and in.
it was bad. Oh my
All right.
God.
Well,
Okay, John.
Anyways, yeah.
John, you
What?
got a hot topic.
oh yeah.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to like one up his poop story. Like,
Apparently, that it makes sense why people are clearing out everywhere of their toilet paper because obviously poop is a passionate subject.
Okay, baby wipes.
people-
Baby wipes.
get
There
baby
you go.
wipes.
You know?
Ooh, yeah, get right.
But the funny thing is,
Oh,
like the coronavirus
Disinfecting wipes, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's not
On
bad.
your asshole.
hand sanitizer.
They actually said that. They sent an email at work that said, make sure that you're using the toilet seat covers, and then also like disinfect, wash your hands for 20 seconds. Also use hand sanitizer, because they were saying like coronavirus can show up in your poop.
Really?
That's why I was hearing.
There's so many different things that people are saying now.
Exactly.
Like some experts are like, it's really not that bad. Like Dr. Drew is always like, hey, people are freaking out for no reason, really.
Yeah.
And then other people are like, it could be, you could look at somebody and it goes through your retinas. You can get it through your retinas. So don't look at anybody. Start wearing masks over your eyes. But it's just it makes sense why people are buying so much toilet paper though, because we're very passionate about pooping.
Well, the crazy thing,
and they've never said that the coronavirus causes diarrhea, have they?
I don't think they. Oh, it has. Okay.
Okay.
Clearly.
But, I mean, still toilet paper. It's really weird.
Yeah. Still pretty interesting though. The thing you found today about China and the
the hospital that
was holding like a bunch of their
coronavirus victims
collapsed.
Is it the one that they built in like 10 days?
I think so.
Yeah, because they threw up in Wuhan. They threw up this hospital just for the coronavirus people,
right?
And it broke.
It broke. Didn't it fall through? Did it fall through a sinkhole or no? It just collapsed. A hotel. Oh, it was a hotel. Oh,
but is it the one that they were building really fast? Because I saw some footage on the construction, like they're.
So it was just a hotel that was holding coronavirus victims. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay.
Was it because there were just so many people in there, or just shoddy construction? That's insane.
By the way, we're talking to Manny's wife, Crystal.
My wife.
That's fine.
Which is going to be.
She's helping us out today.
Our fact checker.
Yeah. No. Not that too. But when we play the game of she's going to be the.
Yeah, we're gonna live like coronavirus like survivors, and we're gonna play Cards Against Humanity.
One thing I'm curious about is how set is everyone on toilet paper right now? Like, are you guys
set?
Okay.
Good. Alex went and doomsday prepped.
I saw the video.
We have so much water in our. It's great. I love bottled water. We have so much water.
I mean, I'm just like our tap. I don't know. Like we have a Brita. We'll be fine. Like I don't understand like why I went and bought so much water. I just feel better that I did. Okay?
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean,
like because I'm not really worrying that much about the coronavirus, but I still had to do it. I feel like because everybody was doing it.
Totally. And you never know. I mean, like it just takes water being shut off to be screwed, right?
Well, what I also thought was like maybe the water does get affected somehow because people aren't going to work or whatever happens.
Right. They're like,
we have a Brita, but also I still don't feel like I bought that much water to be, it won't last that long.
Yeah.
For how much I bought.
Yeah.
It's kind of an example of how quick everything and anything can be depleted when there's a mild,
epidemic. Or pandemic.
Yeah. Think about all the companies who made so much money from like all the things that were sold because of the coronavirus and how much they increased the price of everything.
Yeah.
I was kind of upset because I didn't see it coming, and I've thought about this a lot over life in the last 10 years. I'm like, the next thing that happens, I want to make sure that I'm ready so that I can capitalize on it. I wish that I would have bought a bunch of masks as soon as I heard about the coronavirus. I'd be slinging those things for like $200 a mask right now.
People are.
Yeah, it's wild. Like me and Crystal, we actually did something like that, but it was kind of nerdy, right? So we saw that the little Yoda dolls that everybody was like obsessing about just came out, but they aren't coming out till Christmas. We were like, oh shit, let's just buy a couple so that when everybody's in high demand, and they don't have them, we'll just be like, oh yeah, here's double the price.
Yeah, when it comes down to Christmas and it's like the gift that everybody wants,
right?
You can just take advantage of it.
It's insane.
Wow.
So
I'm all about taking advantage of people, and capitalizing on horrible things.
The most like generous, genuine person ever.
I guess that Amazon shut down like a bunch of people who sell stuff on there because of the price increase. So I'm like, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
and lying about like some of the topics like that they were actually like curing. Corona.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's wild.
People are so freaked out though.
Yeah.
And like the traffic is better everywhere because people are staying home.
Yeah.
Schools are like, Alex gets emails like
daily.
multiple emails daily about
multiple
coronavirus.
Really?
Like, are we going to shut down the school? Are we not going to shut down the school? Things like that.
Which I'm surprised that it didn't get shut down because, well, I was going to say of the school district, but the location is where the first person died that had coronavirus.
Right.
But the school district didn't shut down, and it was at a facility that has multiple schools around it. And then like a school district right next door to ours shut down.
Well, John's son goes to a high school where the first like
teacher?
No,
Is it a
student.
student
First case
coronavirus?
of a student. Yeah.
first case of a student coronavirus in America?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they shut the school down for a couple of days to clean it.
Well,
And then
one day.
One day.
One day,
They
that's
shut it
it?
down for one day to
Wow.
clean, but they have the weekend as well. But then it's like, if he spread it around the school
Yeah.
and another student got it,
Yeah.
and they're coming back within a few days, it still could spread around the school again.
Right.
So,
Well, and it's scary because my son was sick. Like,
yeah.
got sick, got a fever right
Yep,
before,
that's
because we
scary.
went out of town. We were in Tri-Cities doing shows, and
Yeah.
then I get that email from the school that Friday
Right.
that, that
Yeah,
a
that's
student
scary.
Had
had it.
coronavirus.
Yeah, and so my mind's kind of going crazy at the time, and
Right.
it was a hard
And he had a
weekend for me
fever, like,
thinking about
that's-
all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask
And
you guys
so-
this: if the zombie apocalypse happened, where would you survive, or would you?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
I would
like
die with a quickness.
I wonder, like, how do you feel, John? You think you'd make it?
I think I would try. I got people I'm responsible for, so
Yeah.
I fight the fight.
Totally.
Well, I think everybody would, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like it depends what kind of zombies. If it's the slow walking kind, I think I'd be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's the fast
If it's
zombies
the-
that were in that Will Smith movie,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, you ain't got a
you'd
chance.
be dead.
I'd be
I got my
good.
380, and that's about it.
Yeah, exactly, man. I'd be that'd be wild. Oh god. But I was thinking about this. If you just wore like thicker clothes where they can't bite through it, maybe you'd be all right, So
Or
Just
just-
wear
yeah.
turtleneck.
you wear turtlenecks, yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I guess they bite everywhere. I'm thinking of vampires.
Well, yeah.
Vampires bite the neck. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Hello, Jubal.
It's funny though, because I think with just the way things got crazy with the coronavirus and supplies running off the shelves,
Yeah.
you think about like, I think you think about a zombie apocalypse and like
Yeah. how it would go down.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
So-
don't think it would ever happen. I just don't think it would.
Yeah, I don't-
But
I
like,
don't-
whoever made up zombies in the first
Yeah,
place,
That's
you know?
what, yeah.
Like,
I always wondered
I know
that.
it's this huge thing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
People
made a
love
huge-
zombies. For
People,
some
they're
reason.
obsessed. I mean, with
Yeah.
all the zombie movie shows
Crazy.
and everything
Yeah.
else. But
I feel like it's died off a little bit
Yeah.
with Walking Dead being done, but
Yeah.
man, and did you guys watch Walking Dead? I know Alex didn't.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
didn't.
watch anything, but did you guys watch Walking Dead?
I
at all?
watched
Never.
You
a
watched a
couple.
couple. Yeah, you watched a little bit.
Yeah.
It just was.
It's slow.
it
I've
is
seen one
slow.
episode.
They're
Yeah,
slow,
it's
yeah.
really slow moving.
I've watched them all, but I'm not caught up to this season.
So, interesting story was there was an actor, and sometimes they're just having the read-alongs, and they've been with the show for a long time, and they look at the thing and they're like, "Oh, you guys are just playing, right?" They're like, "No, we're actually killing you off." And they're like, "What?" I couldn't imagine what it's like to be a part of a family for that many years, and then it's just like,
oh, and
boom.
then we're gonna kill your character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually a story about that, and I don't remember what it was in, but there was some guy who was a dick
Damn.
to a fan a long time ago,
Uh-huh.
right? And it turned out that fan knew somebody who ended up becoming like either the director or CEO of the company.
Oh wow.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, we're killing him off now." You know what I mean? When he came on, because he had I guess he had either fucked up a friend or a family member, or maybe fucked with that person so bad that he was like, "I'm gonna get revenge on this person by kicking him off the show."
Wow.
So it's like, it's crazy. It's like you always got to make sure that you're just
You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you never
That's
know
what
who
gets
you're
her back
Be-
to haunt you.
yeah, just be a good human.
exactly.
That's
I don't
funny.
know.
So
One more thing on the coronavirus before we move on, because we have to talk about the coronavirus. Because it's the only goddamn thing anybody's talking about right now. Have you seen that they're starting to do coronavirus porn now? There's coronavirus porn
So what does that
popping
mean?
up on the internet.
What does that mean?
People are basically what it is like I was reading a thing about it. I haven't watched any yet. If you want
Yeah.
to watch them later,
Wearing
we can-
masks?
Yeah, they're wearing masks and hazmat suits.
Oh my God.
hilarious.
to have
Oh
sex.
my
Who
god.
why like people are so horny
They're into the weirdest shit.
and they're
right?
into the weirdest things, and like the last thing that I ever even thought about I didn't even think about it till I read that news story was sex.
Yeah.
I never once was like, ooh, there's a epidemic. There's a disease going around the world right now. Everybody's scared. Are people fucking to it? I've never
That's weird.
didn't cross my mind once. Who
Yeah.
starts looking for this stuff?
You never. I mean, it just it
And
goes.
how does that turn them on?
People are into the weirdest shit. I mean, I'm sure that there's zombie porn.
Oh, yeah.
There's like
Yeah, there's all sorts of
all sorts
anything
of
you could even
crazy
think
stuff. That's wild.
Yeah, but during I don't know if during a time when just like 9/11 caused like a minor baby boom. Right?
Really?
If there's anything that happens where
yeah.
people they want to be closer to their loved ones, they want to fuck. I
Yeah,
guess. Right? And
Whenever like a atrocity happens or bad stuff happens
Yeah.
or good things, there's always like at the Super Bowl after the Super Bowl, porn always goes up.
Oh, okay.
Or for the losing team, usually. I think they've done stats where like, the team that loses, they're like in their area.
Yeah.
The porn skyrockets because they're like, I gotta rub one out. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, a buddy sent me. A buddy sent me a video via text, and it said Richard Sherman gets fucked by so and so, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was literally the Super Bowl play where he got burned on it, but it was on Pornhub.
It was on Pornhub.
I was
Wow.
like, Jesus. Oh my God, man. It's wild though.
Yeah, it
but
is.
I can't even imagine what that like porn must be like. It's like, do you want me to pull down my mask?
Yeah. Ooh, I can almost see your
They're like
mouth
coughing.
through your mask.
I could almost see your teeth.
I'm pulling out my phone right now, and I'm gonna go to
They're like
YouPorn.
wheezing through it instead of moaning.
Wheezing.
Oh my
Like,
God. Takes place on a
up.
cruise ship. Oh my God.
I'm going to Pornhub right now on my phone.
Hilarious. Just to see what it's
And
like.
I'm gonna type in coronavirus in the search and see what happens.
Looking like a Mortal Kombat video.
Yeah, corona. Oh, coronavirus patients. So I just typed in corona on Pornhub.
They actually want to
And
see the patient.
The video
Wow.
results are corona space virus, coronavirus patients, corona bottle. I don't know. I don't want to look at the corona bottle. Coronavirus porn, Wuhan coronavirus. So let's click on coronavirus porn. See where that takes us. Oh yeah.
Let me see.
It's a couple in hazmat.
I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the equivalent of like if during Chernobyl, people were like, oh, let's look up nuclear waste porn. You know what I mean? Like, that's why.
Here's another one that's body cam footage. CDC agent investigates deserted Wuhan, and it's him. It looks like it's. See if I can. I'm going to the video now. It looks like he's wearing like a GoPro, and he's going through. It's not loading. Damn it!
Hilarious.
And he's going through like the hospital or something, and then it looks like he finds a patient there, and they have sex. Then there's another couple that they're COVID-19 coronavirus. Horny slut has to use protection during outbreak. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. There's two people are in full hazmat suits. They're not even touching at all. They're like their masks are kissing. That looks funny. But this guy's like going down on this girl with a mask on. They have masks on and they're kissing.
Oh my God. See, my joke
So
would have
weird.
worked.
So weird.
What in?
Corona Chinas. COVID 69.
All right. So there you go. Coronavirus porn is out there if you want to go check it out for yourself.
Yeah, comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, we got to end the podcast soon because I'm super horny now.
I'll go get my mask.
Yeah, go get your. We got masks downstairs.
I did. I bought 4.
Good.
I did.
So,
But all right. Other than the coronavirus, I want to start maybe doing a segment on the podcast. John Slayton's hot celebrity gossip moment.
yes.
John's got some celebrity gossip he wants to talk about.
Yeah, we gotta find a good name for it.
Yeah.
Comment if you have
John's
a good name
Joints.
for John's celebrity gossip segment. Just one story every week. Yeah.
That is amazing.
So just earlier for the podcast, I'm looking what's in the news, thinking of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Nothing but coronavirus, right? But something that made the headlines, Justin Bieber's cat went missing, was found missing for 3 weeks, just found today. So
okay.
Oh,
Yep.
for him, I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you, I wonder if it was really his cat, like, or did somebody just find a replica that looked just like it?
I feel like you would know if it was your cat or not.
I don't know.
might.
It was
I mean-
found by, I think her name is Sandra Lee. She has a cooking show.
Oh, okay. So
Specializes in semi-homemade meals.
Okay.
Wandered into her backyard.
Specialized in
chips?
what's a semi-homemade meal?
Yeah. What is? She just,
I don't know. That's just what.
what the article said.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't make your sauces from scratch,
Right.
like stuff,
Okay,
if
that
not
makes
everything is
sense.
from scratch.
All right.
That'd be
Right.
funny though if she thought it was all homemade, right? And she reads that like, what the fuck? They're calling my shit semi-homemade.
Yeah.
That's really funny. So wait, is it chip? Do you think?
It probably was. I bet
I
it
mean,
had
how
to
does
be
Justin
chipped.
Bieber? How does he not have a chipped animal? He's
Yeah.
got enough
Yeah,
money to put
so
a
that's
chips
probably
like
how.
30.
Yeah, really.
Both,
Why
of,
don't-
both of my cats are chipped. So.
And I mean,
And I think it's just something that they offer when you first get the cat.
Yeah.
yeah. I had that. I had a dog that
Mm-hmm.
was chipped and went missing. And
So you're
Picked up.
your research on the subject, you didn't find out if the cat was chipped or not.
No.
Okay.
I know
But
people
wandered into Sandra Lee's backyard, looked hungry, was stuck with porcupine quills.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it
Dang.
went through some shit.
Wow.
Damn.
But you got to think about it, like for your missing cat to make the news over coronavirus right now. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
You got to be a pretty big star.
You really
Yeah.
do.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's always those type of stories. They
Totally.
anything they could talk about.
Yeah, celebrity gossip is so
it's the
annoying.
worst.
It's random.
And it's
Oh my
usually-
God, stars are just like us. They go grocery shopping.
Oh, I hate that. They're just like us. They go to Starbucks. Yeah, it's so annoying. But the stuff that people like, I bet you TMZ did
Yeah.
a story on that, and they were just freaking out
yeah.
about it. That loud, annoying voice guy that they have for
Yeah.
that show.
yeah.
Which one?
This just in.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot off the press is Justin Bieber's.
Oh yeah. This Bieber's cat was found.
Yeah. He went up in
like
Sandra
eating a
Lee's place,
porcupine.
probably looking for some semi-homemade catnip. You know how they fucking write those things? It's so annoying.
How much do you think he gets paid? He probably gets paid well, huh?
The
voice?
the voice guy for that, oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
And then Harvey Levin's the guy that is the main guy for TMZ.
Mhm.
And he
Piece of
used,
shit.
yeah, he used to
Sorry
do
about that.
the People's Court.
Did he?
He was the outside guy that would interview people outside.
That's
That would
right.
throw it
Okay.
back. You know how they'd go outside
yeah.
and they'd
So
go to
what
like
do
a
you
street
think
in
about
New York
the,
and he'd be like, so who you think should win that? And some guy's like, I think he should win because fuck bitches. You know, like just like the most intelligent breakdown of a court case ever. And then
Exactly.
be like, all right, well, send it back into Judge Wapner. Or whoever. And when he was doing that, and then he started the TMZ thing. I don't even know when or why he started it, but I mean, he's obviously he's so rich now because of it.
It's
because
yeah, I mean,
people are
literally.
obsessed with celebrity gossip, and they don't ever talk about anything really for the most part. And they
Yeah.
they have to have news stories all
And
the
it's
time.
so every day. It's so annoying.
So Justin Bieber loses a cat,
yeah.
and that gets it's
Yeah.
huge news when
Yeah.
Yeah.
really people are losing. Somebody in the time that we've done this podcast, 4 or 5 cats have been lost.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
You know what's, okay, so let me ask the parents this. It's interesting that you can chip your animals.
But not your
but not
freaking
your kid.
Right?
I know, trust me.
I kind of was thinking like I would think I might be okay with my kid being chipped.
I would until they're 18.
until they're
Yeah, take the
18,
chip
you know,
out.
I just want to know
Yeah.
that they couldn't like especially if you get kidnapped. I'm
Exactly.
Why aren't we chipping people?
Literally.
know.
I've talked about this before.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I mean, you would have people being like, it's a civil rights, or not civil rights, human rights infringing on our rights. Is like, what's next with that? Then if you're chipping kids and you start chipping adults, and the government keep track
Well,
of you.
the interesting
Yeah.
thing is my niece has the little watch that you can track them
Right.
with, but I'm like, you could take that off.
Exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
Should
Well, that's
do an
another
ankle
thing too. Like
thing? Kinda-
you'd have to hide the chip somewhere because
right.
they were talking about. There was something I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about possibly putting. Oh, it was like a tech news that came out. They were talking about putting like chips in people's hands for credit card stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Right, so you could pay. You could
Sign of the
choose.
devil.
That, right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
could
like,
choose in the Bible.
yeah, yeah.
But then they were like, "Oh, well, now thieves are gonna get even more vicious because they'll just
And
start
start
cutting people's
hacking.
hands off."
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
cut- you know,
gotcha,
so-
gotcha.
But I mean, with kids though, I don't understand why you couldn't chip them. I mean,
Yeah.
know.
I mean, especially for kidnappings.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or give 'em a
you're gonna want
ring
to know
or-
where your
I don't
kid's
know
at.
what-
What
Right.
if you know? It's you're gonna know where your kid's at all the time, anyways. Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a human right thing at that point.
No.
So what? They get kidnapped. Who knows what happens with them?
Right.
You never see them again.
Exactly, right.
I'd
And
rather
it's-
have them have to have a chip for
Yeah.
18 years so
Yeah.
that you know that they're safe and somebody's not going to abduct them.
Exactly.
And if they did get abducted, you'd find them quickly.
Totally.
Right.
Like the chip is like, I saw you at Jimmy's house. Didn't I tell you not to go to
And that
Jimmy's
too.
house? Yeah, yeah.
No,
it wasn't.
Right.
But yeah, it's like you can't sneak out of the house at night anymore. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
all of a sudden they see the chip just like,
I thought I don't know how it would be so rough to be a teenager
now.
because
Yeah.
I used to
For
sneak
sure.
out all the time.
Mhm.
I would
didn't.
sneak out of the
Yeah.
house.
I was too
I would-
scared.
Me
Steal
too.
my parents' car, and they would never know.
Yeah.
Right? Unless they knew and they weren't saying anything, which
Right.
is entirely possible too with my
Right.
parents. But they like now, like I was thinking about the other day. Alex and I were talking about something like the cameras catching the kid, like saying the cameras would catch the kids doing something. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember what it was, but I was like, "There's no way, literally, that they could sneak out without us knowing."
Yeah.
You know, which is good for us and good for the parents. But
Totally.
like, it sucks for being a teenager,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I had so much fun sneaking out and getting in trouble.
Especially in LA, I could see
Yeah,
that
but
shit. Yeah.
Not everybody's like you though.
I know,
That's
yeah.
true.
I was too
Like,
afraid. I was always afraid
yeah.
of consequences. Like I never wanted to disappoint my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and when I moved up here with my dad, it was like my dad gave me too much freedom. I was like 15 and I had a 2:00 curfew, but I think that's because the bars were getting out at the same time.
No, I stayed out late when I was in high school. My mom let me, but I wouldn't sneak out.
Yeah,
neither would I. But you grew up in the hood, so
I mean, and not even just in the hood, but even when I was like in areas that weren't hood, I was just a hoodlum.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I'm so like I didn't have a normal upbringing. Right, I was like a little different. But when I look at like the kids, like we dropped Bella off at this school dance. Was it a dance? Mm-hmm. Was it a dance, babe?
I think so.
It was like a dance that she was going to.
Okay.
And all the doors were locked for the school, and she's like, I can't find the teacher to get in, and the whole time I'm like, she's playing with you. She's fucking you. She's playing you. She's gonna say that the doors are locked and you can just leave. Right. Because she's like, you guys can leave, but the teacher's gonna come here. And she's like, no, that's bullshit. She's gonna say leave, and then she's gonna go with her friends somewhere else. Right. And Alex is like, no, she's not that kind of kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then of course the teacher comes out and she's like, hey.
I was like, no, there's dance and she's going inside.
It's so funny because it's
I was like, I used to do this so much. I'd say there was a dance and then
just
an
be
excuse
out
to get out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was always like, what about you, John? Like, what kind of kid were you? Like,
I was out getting into shit.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
All right, well, should we start playing Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah. So this is this like a special edition?
Was that all you had about Justin Bieber's cat?
I think we're done talking about Bieber's cat.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that John was,
its name is Sushi. That's, I don't know why the hell anyone would name their cat Sushi.
And that is another John Slayton segment.
Yep, that was gossip time with celebrity gossip extravaganza with John Slayton. We'll figure out what to call it. Comment if you have any ideas.
Celebrity gossip.
Yeah. We'll get a nice little intro for you. So every week, John, you have to have a celebrity.
It better be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Bring it.
Like Nikki, like last week.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, Nikki's
her husband.
Oh my god, that shit still blows my mind. It's like,
all right. I'll have to stay on the celebrity gossip pulse.
Yeah. TMZ, baby.
Better get the app.
Yeah.
So up to second updates.
All right, so now we're gonna play Cards Against Humanity because other than that, we'd just be talking about the coronavirus more.
We never play games, guys.
Yeah,
we really don't.
Now we can. Okay.
There we go.
The red box, this red box right here, contains 300 new Cards Against Humanity cards that will awaken you to the present moment I ripped it, which is full of spiders.
Huh? Oh. Was that like a joke about, I don't know. No idea. Okay. All right, so we're unwrapping it for the first time.
There we go.
So.
How many rounds are we playing?
I don't know. Just a couple, probably.
There you go.
I think I've played this once or
twice. Have
twice.
you played Cards Against Humanity?
Like once, maybe twice. Yeah.
So we can have, you can have some. These are just what you asked.
So for people who haven't played Cards Against Humanity, and for people who forget everything, can you give us a refresher, Alex, and tell us the rules? I'm like, I've played this game so many times, but I can never remember how to play it.
There's these block cards, right? And I'm not going to read the directions. I'm just going to go based off memory, so hopefully I don't fuck this up. Okay. And then when it's your turn, you read
a question.
One of the black cards.
Okay. So here, we'll do an example. So I flip over this black card, and it says, listen, son, if you want to get involved with blank, I won't stop you. Just steer clear of blank. And then you guys will put down these white cards that have answers on them.
Gotcha.
Pick like your funniest favorite card out of your hand. Everybody gets 7 of these white cards.
Okay.
Yeah. And the funniest answer wins that hand.
Then, Crystal, Manny's wife, is going to be the judge of who has the funniest answer.
Same team. We live together. Let's do this.
All right. So John's got his white cards and
I got my white cards and
got mine.
Who wants to go
first?
And we can look at these.
You can look at the white cards. Ones. Yeah, those are your answers. Or your possible answers
some of these
for things.
in there, so right.
Yeah. First to 5.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
First to 5 wins Cards Against Humanity.
All right.
All right. So who wants to go first?
So Manny can go first.
All right. So,
by the way, real quick, if you are on the podcast on YouTube, what do you think of the new studio setup? Do you like it? I hope you do, because I'm not gonna fucking change it because it took like so goddamn long to set up the new studio. But anyway, let us know if you like it. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so science will never explain blank.
Science will never explain. See this is the interesting part of the game. Is like sometimes the answers make like really good sense, and then some you just try to go for being funny.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Okay, so I think we should put our cards down in the middle, or
Yep.
And then we put our cards down on this table in the middle.
And then Crystal will.
So you gotta shuffle them up.
Yep.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Not ready yet.
All right.
Wait.
You okay, John?
No, I saw you guys put cards down.
The white card.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
yeah.
So science will never explain, and then you have to pick the best answer out
Okay.
of your hand. You
You're
can't.
right.
You can't say what it is. You put it in the middle, and then she's gonna pick the best one that she thinks.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and you
Without
can't write
knowing.
your own. I feel like you'd write your own and be like, "Science will never explain why Justin Bieber named his cat Sushi." I still don't understand that. All right, Alex has got her card down.
And
We're
John
just waiting
is gonna put his.
waiting on John.
Yeah.
And once again,
So many of them are great.
And then you pick one.
Science will never explain.
And then
You
Okay.
pick a,
All right,
and
Crystal.
then you pick
Manny's
a white
wife,
card.
Crystal, is going to
7 in your hand at once, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So everybody draw one.
Science will never explain. And then let me check the cards real quick.
You gonna read them?
So
Yeah,
Do
read
I
them.
pick the best one or do I?
You
I
pick-
read them all,
You
right?
can read them all,
Read
and
them
then
all and then pick your favorite one.
Okay, here we go. Science will never explain Jesus. Haha. A big black dick. I feel like I know which one I'm going to choose. Sudden poop explosion disease. Big contender. And 1,000 Slim Jims. I mean, I'm going to go with that.
big
So you
black-
look at your husband.
yeah, she
Big
looked
black
right at
cock
Manny.
for the win.
So,
What
yeah.
if that was John's?
So that was Manny's. That was Manny's. Yeah, she looked right at Manny and was like,
Science
a
will
big
never
black
explain a big black dick. Like why black dicks are bigger than most penises.
all
dick.
right.
That is true though. I mean, that like I feel like it's true. I don't know.
You know what though? Like I wonder because it's like, are Asian dicks really that small?
Yeah.
Okay. You know.
I mean, they say that's the
They know it.
stereotype.
That's the stereotype.
All right,
right?
John, it's your turn.
Okay.
To-
So you put down
So
pick
you
one of your
grab a
black
black
cards.
card.
Okay, now, was I supposed to grab another white card after
Yeah.
I dropped one? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then
but
that's-
from
yeah.
the pile.
Yeah, move those over there. You should always have 7 white cards in your hand.
Okay.
And then now you just pick up a black card.
Yeah.
So I just
Read it
pick
out
up a
loud.
black card and throw it on the table?
Read it out
Read
loud.
it out loud.
Read it out.
Okay.
Half of the game
Now-
is explaining to John the rules.
Do I shuffle?
No,
or
just
No,
pick one
just
out,
pick
read
one.
it.
It doesn't
Whatever
matter.
black
Okay.
card. Yeah.
Only 2 things in life are certain: death and
Okay.
blank.
Only 2 things in life are certain: death and. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard because your answers are really terrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have nothing.
Can you read that one more time? I apologize.
Only 2 things in life are certain: death and blank.
Put mine down. Alex has hers down. Manny put his down.
Yep.
Still working on it, John?
No.
John's ready to go. Oh,
Uh-oh. It's on the ground, but it's face down.
Okay, now everybody
All right.
put theirs down.
Go ahead, Chrislini.
I never took one back.
All right, so only 2 things in life are certain: death and. Oh, okay. Ryan Gosling riding in on a white horse. Yes, please. Santa Claus. Just the tip. Oh. And 24-hour media coverage. I'm going to go with Ryan Gosling.
yes.
Damn
that's
it.
mine.
I had
You're
just
right.
the tip.
Santa Claus. I thought Santa Claus
I
was
know,
pretty
right?
funny.
Yeah, it was.
Whatever. But anyway,
Manny's got all the
John,
good cards.
I
Do
do.
you guys want to take a like half each and put it over there so you guys have to
Oh.
keep reaching forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab some of those white cards.
All right, your turn.
All right, so Manny's got one and I've got one.
Thanks for
and,
bragging.
I'm drawing a black card. All right, here he goes. Legend has it. Legend has it. Prince wouldn't perform without blank in his dressing room. Prince wouldn't perform without blank in his dressing room. All right, let's see. Without. Man, I don't have
Shit, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
terrible
Chrislini.
ones. Does everybody put theirs down?
Yep.
All right. Crystal, tell us who she thinks the winner is.
Okay, so Legend has it Prince wouldn't perform without blank in his dressing room. We've got a sweet spaceship.
I can see that.
Making the penises kiss.
I can see that too.
Rich
And
people.
That too.
Another shot of morphine. Too soon.
That's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
And that's it. Well, I feel like a horrible person, but I'm going to go with another shot of morphine.
Yeah, that's mine too.
I had making the penises kiss.
You did. I could see that though in Prince's dressing room. I could definitely see him being like, okay, before we got on stage, everybody get together. We're gonna make our penises kiss.
All the rich people get together.
And you're kiss.
Take a shot of morphine.
Bring it in before the show.
And he wouldn't. Yeah, Prince could make. He was. I loved Prince.
Were you
Prince
big
was awesome.
Prince fan?
Big Prince fan.
Yeah.
He could make penises kiss in like a not a gay way. You wouldn't even be like, you'd be like, that was so straight. That was the straightest penis kissing I've ever seen. Because like he wasn't gay,
Yeah.
but he was so gay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But he wasn't. You know,
Yeah,
you're
that,
Alex
that,
Prince
that
fan.
androgynous shit.
Yeah, like really androgynous. Like
Yeah.
you never knew who he was into or whatever. But you're like, he definitely likes women, I think.
Yeah.
But also, who knows? I
Yeah,
don't
who
know.
knows, man?
But yeah, he could definitely make. I would watch him make penises.
Dude, you need to watch this this cartoon. It's called Tales from the Tour Bus. So good. And it goes into like how Prince and Rick James used to tour together and they hated each other.
Oh, really?
It's dope. Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
All right, so I picked up a black card.
Okay.
And I think this one is a double answer.
Okay.
So I don't know how
So you
that's
put
gonna work.
down, oh, that's going to be tough.
We'll just put them like she'll turn, and we can just put like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the
Gotcha.
bottom one will be the first.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So having problems with blank, try blank.
Having problems. So you got to put 2 whites down.
2 whites down.
Okay.
So the when she picks it up, the first one that she sees needs to be the having problems with blank.
Okay. So
Got you, okay.
that the first answer will go on the top. And
Yeah.
then the second
No.
one.
When she picks it up.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Oh,
first
okay.
thing-
So
That
makes
the
sense.
first answer on the bottom, second answer on top.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. Makes
Having
sense.
problems with blank, try blank.
Having problems with.
Okay.
So
I've said 2 such good answers.
really,
Dang it.
I'm just gonna go for one. You know, sometimes you just do one that's like so weird
Right.
that hopefully it's funny enough to win. All right, I'm gonna set
Okay.
mine down.
First answer on the bottom.
First answer on the bottom, second answer on top.
Okay.
Oh God, I literally cannot
So
pick.
John's is down, mine is down, Manny's down, Alex is still having.
So don't
I
forget
just
to pick
haven't,
up 2.
Yeah.
So having problems with blank. What does it say again? Can I read it?
Yeah,
Having problems with blank, try blank.
I literally
Nothing?
cannot even pick.
Now, if you win this one, is it a 2-pointer?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
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 2-pointer. Having problems with blank, try blank.
Try Blake.
Okay, Alex is.
Oh, she's mixing it.
You
There we
keep
go.
mixing because I totally peeked.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
All right. So Alex is shuffling it up, so Crystal doesn't know which
Okay.
cards came from which person.
And open them.
All right.
Okay. Good. Yep.
All right. Let's see here. I'm going to do it one at a time.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, having problems with special music guest share, try medieval times dinner and tournament.
Very, very logical. I like it.
Share, try
Yeah,
medieval
yeah.
times dinner.
Right.
All right.
Here's a fun one. Okay. Having problems with a black owned and operated business. I hope this is I'm going to try both. Try quiche. Having problems with quiche, try a black owned and operated
Either way, it works.
Okay. Having problems with being awesome at sex, try having a penis.
That's funny.
That's
That's a good one.
This is going to be
Yeah.
a tough one to win.
I know, this is gonna be a tough
I think it's
one.
going to come down to those.
Okay. Okay, that's good too. Having problems with a complicated relationship with food, try a 55-gallon drum of lube.
That's funny.
Man, you guys, that's hard. I feel like it's kind of a tie, but I'm gonna go with the penis.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew it was you. I knew it was Alex right away because I'm like, she was having so much trouble. She had I knew she had a really good one in there.
So you got to give her you got to give her the black one.
So
Sorry.
That one's 2.
Yeah, so
But,
2 points.
So you have 2 points.
Okay, I really want to tell you the other answer that I had for it.
Go for
was having trouble with being great at sex. Try. I'll get a different one.
okay.
Yeah.
Scrotum tickling.
That's perfect. Yeah.
John kind of perked up on that. He's like, yeah, that is good.
Who had the other one?
I had the quiche one.
The quiche, that was good.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I had the lube one.
Mine was
And
the share.
you had the medieval.
Share one.
Yeah.
That was good.
All right, so,
so
John's at 0.
All right,
You got
so-
the goose egg.
I've got 2.
Right?
Manny's
Yep.
got 2.
All right.
Yep.
1, 2,
Yeah.
2.
You have
Okay.
1? Okay.
I have 1.
Alex has
1,
2.
2,
And I have
okay.
2. And John has 0.
All right. And I would have gotten away with it 2 if it hadn't been for. Sounds like a Scooby-Doo one. You're having too much fun.
Sorry, can you read that again?
Yeah. Let's see. It says, and I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for.
Put mine down. That one is, I think, pretty easy.
I'm happy
one.
about the card that I
You
have.
like yours?
I do. I like it.
All right.
I feel like it's my best card yet.
Really? John's excited about
He's
it.
having a blast over there.
He's just over there in his chair, just loving life right now.
All right.
All right, everybody's got their cards down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's
Okay.
see. I'm expecting gold from you now, John.
Yeah.
As excited
seriously.
as you were when you put that card down.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna know when it drops.
Okay. And I would have gotten away with it too if I hadn't been for wet butt, the Black Power Ranger. Oh, I like this one. Huge tits and a can-do attitude. Gross. A sweaty, panting leather daddy.
I feel like that was John.
Yeah, that was John.
I feel like I want you to win this one, John, so I'm going to go with this one. Was that you?
Which one?
The sweaty, panting.
No, that was me.
Oh, that was Alex.
It wasn't. Mine wasn't even that great after I heard all of yours, but mine was wet butt. I mean, you guys have had all the great cards, like Big Black Cock, and I'm getting
no
these
worries.
bullshit cards.
Oh, hilarious. All right.
So wet butt, I felt like had some potential.
I think it did because we were talking about wet booty earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
throw down a card.
Oh,
Yeah.
When she said wet butt, I was like, oh, that's probably John's. I don't know why, because I liked it. I thought, oh, that's probably the one.
Which one did I have? I had the mine was the huge tits and can't do attitude.
All right, so
So Alex has 3.
Alex has
We
3.
have
I have 2.
1. Oh, you have 2.
I have 2.
I have 1, and then you have none.
0.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Oh, you have 2 there.
Shit, it's gonna come down to the freshes on this one.
All right. So who's reading the next one? John?
Yep.
Okay. You have a black
Pick
card?
a black one.
Oh, yeah.
What does it say?
So done. Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about blank. Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about blank.
Okay.
All right. Huh. Yeah, all mine are terrible for this one.
Yeah.
All right. It's like one of those I'm just gonna have to go with just like a weird one
Right.
and hope that it
The
funny.
shitty one.
Can you put mine up there too? Yeah. Thanks.
everybody's cards are down.
We're good?
Yep.
All right.
I feel like Alex
By
is
the way,
gonna
we
win
got
this shit.
got this leather couch.
Yeah.
You know? And the back of my shirt has been up this whole time. And my fucking, my back is like sticking to the leather couch. Leather couches are awesome, but when you
Yeah.
start to sweat on them, they're so.
Oh my god! Do you
uncomfortable.
remember? Like, did your parents have like leather seats in a car growing up?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Right? Do you remember getting burned on them shits? It was
Really?
the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
I never.
for
We never.
sure.
We always had cloth seats.
Yeah.
it wasn't until I was an adult where I was like, oh, leather seats. Like a lot of cars have leather seats.
Yeah.
Leather seats are dope.
Dude, and like it was the 80s, so it was like, you had them booty shorts on, you know what I mean? Like they weren't, like the Larry Birds.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting on it and just like burning the whole back of my leg. It was like,
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
So funny. I think anybody had booty shorts.
Whatever.
Manny was wearing booty shorts in the 80s. That's all I
wore
got.
booty shorts in the 80s.
Okay. Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about literally eating shit. Dining with cardboard cutouts of the cast of Friends.
Issues.
Having $57 in the bank. And Jeff Goldblum. Man, this was
Not
the best round,
work.
guys.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say literally eating shit.
Thank you.
Oh, Manny. All right, so
You see, he gets all the good cards.
all right, so
All right.
Manny's got 2. I've got 2. Alex has 3, and John Slayton's
Holy shit.
bringing it up with 0.
Goose egg.
Your turn, right?
Yeah. Here we go. I'm reading the next card. Says, my gym teacher got fired for adding blank to the obstacle course. My gym teacher got fired for adding blank to the obstacle course. And I found mine right away. All right. Okay, I got my card down. John's got his down. Manny just threw his down. And Alex just put hers down.
Sheesh.
Okay. I'm gonna put these over here.
Yeah. Cards are falling everywhere.
Put these over there. On.
My table.
Oh, man, I should have used another one.
All right. My gym teacher got fired for adding blank to the obstacle course. For adding our mutual friend Brad. For adding fuck mountain. Oh my gosh. Okay. Phantasmagoria of anal delights. Or crab apples all over the fucking sidewalk. I don't know. I'm gonna say. I don't know why. I kind of like our mutual friend Brad.
Yes! Hell yeah! Give it up for our friend Brad.
John Slayton is officially on the scoreboard.
I would have chose Fuck Mountain. That
was mine.
That
I
was-
fuck mountain. I was like, that could be so many things.
It really could.
All right.
Okay.
Here I go. I just picked a black card.
All right, what you
It
got?
says, finally, a service that delivers blank right to your door.
Service that delivers blank right to your door.
I just love like John's like super villain laugh. It's the best.
Man, I don't really have any
Finally,
good
a
ones for
service
that.
that delivers blank right
1,
to your
2,
door.
3, 4, 5. Oh, I need another white card. I don't have 7.
Oh, you got?
Damn
You
it.
got them?
Are those your white cards? Or?
These are mine.
I was hoping that
Okay.
I was hoping the white card that I got would be good, but it wasn't. So,
Can you put these there too?
All right.
Mix them up.
everybody's are down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just mix them up though.
Okay, finally, a service that delivers blank right to your door. Oh, gargling jizz.
That would be nice.
You Amazon. Intimacy problems. A sofa that says, I have style, but I like to be comfortable.
Like that.
A man in yoga pants with ponytail and feather earrings.
Ew.
We actually live next to that guy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with gargling jizz.
Yes! Finally.
John
You know, when I drew that card, I'm like, finally a good fucking card.
All right,
It
Manny.
really is. All right. Let's see. So Michael Bay's new 3-hour action epic pits blank against blank.
Pits blank.
Michael
so this
Bay's.
is a double.
This is a double.
This is a double.
All right.
So essentially, Alex could win this one.
Yeah.
Michael Bay's new 3-hour action epic pits blank against blank. So blank versus blank.
But God, I have nothing good. Can you read that one more time?
Yes. Michael Bay's. God, Crystal, can you read that? I don't have my glasses.
Michael Bay's new 3-hour action epic picks blank against blank.
All right. Yeah. Here you go. Okay.
Okay, so the top The first answer goes on.
First answer goes on the bottom.
Yep.
So that's the first one you see when you pick it up. So you got yours down, Manny?
Yes.
Manny's is down. Alex is down. Mine's down. John Slayton. Where's gargling jizz when you need it, huh?
What's gargling jizz down?
We're good.
Every single card, for some reason, John's gargling jizz every time. Like,
Versus epic penis kisses.
Okay. You too?
Yeah.
Michael Bay's new 3-hour action epic pits Kim Jong-un against an army of skeletons. Okay. Pits me against making a friend.
Sad movie.
Made by Disney.
Pits converting to Islam against ominous background music. And converts being white against being black.
Oh, damn.
No, I feel like that's the funny one, but
Yeah, if that's what you're feeling, go with it.
I don't know.
Whatever your first instinct was.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Okay. Yeah, who's that? Alex
Alex
won.
won.
Shit.
Alex won the game.
That one made the most sense. Everybody else
I
was
know.
just like, yeah.
I know it made sense, and I'm like, okay, I'll use it.
Yeah, it
Even
makes
though,
sense.
like,
And
whatever.
a lot of movies are like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
All right. Well, Alex won the first ever round of Cards Against Humanity on the Jubal Show
Yes.
podcast.
The 1,000-degree weather.
Yeah.
You know.
And yeah, it was fun.
It was.
We should do that more often.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fun.
Good time.
And John, I'm sorry that you didn't get all the cards you wanted.
I got gargling jizz and
Yeah.
wet
Gargling
butt.
jizz and wet butt.
Those were my two
Gargling
winners.
jizz with a wet butt. All right, that was the Jubal Show podcast. Thank you for checking it out. Jubal Show every single Wednesday. iTunes, YouTube, rate, review, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget about the Fresh to Death podcast on Tuesday on YouTube, where Alex and I get high and do stuff. And then the Fresh to Death podcast every single Monday. iTunes, YouTube, rate, review, comment, blah, 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 blah. Make sure to follow everybody on social media. Alex is at that Dreas.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Manny Martin is at Manny Martin Jr. And John Slayton is at John L. Slayton, except for Twitter.
Like John L. Scott, but John L. Slayton.
Yeah. Except you're not on Twitter. We
Yeah,
talked about
it was
I
like
am.
comedian John.
No, it's-
comedian
Slayton.
John Slayton.
It's at Comic John Slayton, but I don't use it at
If
all.
you check out the podcast,
Yeah.
if you are hearing me say this right now, you obviously check out the podcast. Go to Twitter and just tag random John Slaytons and just say, loved the show today. Just so they can start getting tagged because he is like comedian, whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week for another Jubal Show. Hopefully, there'll be something else to talk about other than coronavirus.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Jesus Christ.
Or we'll all be dead from the coronavirus. Who knows? Or we'll just be doing coronavirus porn. Who knows? All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.